In this session, let us see what are the security components for BI system. Now, we have seen this thing when we did the BW session. This is pretty much a repetition of what we have done in BW. Now, as we saw in the BW session, we have to understand that the R3 the way we build or implement security in R3 or ECC system may be different from how you implement the security for the users in the BI system. So the level of security that you build in R3 cannot be you cannot build the same level of security in BI, because then it would defeat the purpose of the BI system. Now, security, as we know in R3 or ECC system, is driven by transaction codes and the field values. So in the R3 system, you basically assign only those transaction codes and provide the authorizations that a user would need to perform his or her job. You don't give anything additional to the user. So the security in ERP system or this R3 system or the ECC system is driven by transaction codes and the activities that a user can perform using those transactions. And the activities are then again are linked with the field values of the authorization objects that are part of the transaction codes. Now, we also saw that SAP R3 system is an OLTP system, which focuses on getting the daily work of the business completed as quickly and efficiently as possible. So people in these systems would need access to only the access that they need to perform their job, perform their daily work. So like I said, the security needs in BI system are not the same as the security needs in the ERP system. Now, ERP here we are representing, meaning the ECC system. The reason being the business purpose and the business goals of a BI systems are completely different than those in the SAP ERP system. Now, for example, in the purchase orders and the sales orders will be created in the ECC system or the R3 system, and then using the info packages and the data transfer mechanism, the data would be loaded into the BI system. So in the BI system, you do not create purchase orders or sales orders. So which means there is no updating of the business data in BI. So why is the BI system used? BI system is used, like BW, is used for displaying data and analyzing the results. So the end users who use the BI system will only analyze the data and not update it. In the BI, security is primarily focused on the data and because users may not have any transaction codes. So the security is not focused on transaction codes or the activities. It is primarily focused on the data itself. So the security is primarily in BW or BI system is focused on the info areas, queries or info providers. And the security can be controlled at the field level. That could be a company code or a plant, or it could be controlled at the info provider level. That is the InfoCube or ODS object level. Now the info provider, like we saw in one of the previous session, is a category of objects that provide data to a query. That is, InfoCubes, because they provide data, contain the data, and the query accesses the InfoCubes, for example, to analyze or extract the data out of it and present it to the user. And InfoCubes and data storage ODS objects, that is the data store objects, they hold the summarized data that the user can analyze. And the query results are based on the data in the info provider. So the primary use of a BI system is for analysis purposes. And how does the user access the data from these info providers? By using the Bexnalizer tool. This is the table that we saw in BW session also, which compares the features of OLTP system, that is the ECC system or R3 system, and the BI system. So the arrow marks that you see here, these are the factors that impact security on both the places. So primary operation of an OLTP system is updating the data, whereas in BI system there is an OLAP, that is online analytical processing system, is for analyzing the data. So you get a detailed information of data in OLTP system, whereas you get only summary of the data. So in OLTP system, the R3 system, the data gets updated very frequently. Like, when you create a purchase order or modify a purchase order or a sales order. So our data keeps on updating in the system. But since we don't update or change purchase orders or sales orders, activities like that, and in the OLAP system, the data is less frequently updated. The only new data gets updated because anytime something changes in the OLTP system, the source systems, the data will get updated in the BI system also when the data loads happen. And again, the key here is there are thousands of transaction codes in R3 system, whereas there are very few in BI system. In most cases, the end users will not have any transaction codes, maybe except one or two, like RRMX. We saw this in BW session also. So this chart, this table gives you a few features of differences between OLTP and the R3 and BI system. So how do we build strategy around BI system compared to versus the ERP system? Now in the ERP system, the R3 system, like we said, security is more focused on detailed information in company codes, purchasing group, cost center plans, etc. Now if you secure the BI system in the same way as you secure the R3 system or the ECC system, then you're defeating the purpose of the BI system, because like we said, we know BI system for analysis, and if you don't give enough access to the data in the BI system, proper analysis cannot be performed. So for example, if in a BI system, if a user executes a query and only receives results from a company code 1000, then that user can make business decisions based only for that company based on that company code. But let's say there are other company codes in the organization. So this user, so in order to discover important trends, let's say for the sales figures, then the user might want to see the data from all other company codes too. So that would help the user to make the best decisions and come up with his let's say his future sales projections. So in order to do that, to manage, the user may not need to see the detailed results of other company codes. It's even enough if the user can see the information from other company codes in a summary form. So the purpose for that would be to helping understand the trends. So the point here is you cannot build security on BI system like you in a micro level as you end up building in ECC system. So before building the security in BI system, you need to talk to the BI team first and understand what the requirements are and the purpose of the how the BI system or reports or the data in the BI system would be used by the end user community. So this discussion is needed because because the way they use the customer or the end users use the system, BI system, will impact the way you build your security. Now, you can secure down to the company code level or any other level in the BI system. So if you want to restrict data by a plant or a company code or a division, like you do using the organization levels in R3, you can do that in BI also. We saw that in BW when we used when we saw the info object level security session example. So before implementing, like I said before implementing the security in BI, you need to ensure that the level of security is in line with the goals of the BI implementation. Again, remember that BI is not for creating or updating data in it. The system is about converting the data into knowledge, and how that is done by analyzing the data in the BEX analyzer. So this is a brief overview of how or why you should take care while building security in the BI system.